The markets rip, roar, and rally into 2 sigma territory. Will the rally continue? Watch and I'll show you exactly what I'm seeing on the charts. Welcome to High Quality Trades, everyone. This is the channel where I provide top-notch technical analysis on the stock market, where we go over simple support and resistance levels, trend line breaks, and pattern formations. And I give you the price targets of where price is headed in the coming days. So let's get into it. In today's video, we will be going over the SPY, the QQQs, and the VIX. So first up, we have the SPY on the 4-hour time frame. Today, September 12th, the SPY closed at 559.09. It reached a high of 559.40 and a low of 552.74. We were positive 0.84% on the day. Alright guys, so what is price currently doing? Well, it does look like the SPY managed to get above a critical resistance level today at 555.41. Now, as long as we stay above this level, we should be headed up to 562.17. Then if we're able to get above this level, there's a gap out on the daily time frame that doesn't fail until around 565.16. If we do manage to fill this gap on a daily time frame, that is extremely bullish for price action to continue moving to new all-time highs. And then we'll probably get a full pattern completion of our falling Brownian wedge here on the charts that doesn't complete until around the 575 level. So if the bears do try to step in at any of these resistance levels and push price lower, then we will have support at 555.41. If that level was to break, we'd have support at the 200 period moving average on the 4-hour, and then also this 547.72 level will act as support. I'm leaning more bullish. If we pull up the MACD and the RSI, the MACD has crossed through the zero line and we are pushing further into positive territory, which is bullish for price to continue moving higher in the market. One thing I will say is there's a slight bearish divergence here on the RSI between price making a high and a lower high, while we have a high and a higher high. Just slightly, so this isn't a strong bearish divergence, but it is something to be aware of at the current moment. It could push price lower in the morning, probably only down towards support, before ultimately the buyers do step in and try to push price back up. Dropping down into the 15-minute time frame, we are above our 200 period moving average here on the charts. This is bullish to continue pushing price higher. As we rise in price, this moving average will continue following along and acting as support for the buyers to continue pushing price higher. We are in positive gamma territory, so that does mean buy the dip and sell the rip. That does mean the dips will get bought up by the buyers and push price higher. Okay, that's it for the SPY. Let's go over the QQQs on the 4-hour time frame. So today the QQQs manages to break above its descending trend line here on the charts. And then we pushed higher up to our next resistance level of 473.26. If price is able to get above this level tomorrow, that would be bullish for price to push upwards of 484.62. But if the bears do step in at any of these smaller resistance levels, like say this one here, 477.97, if price wasn't able to get above this level and we fall back down, that would mean we have support here at 473.87, and then we'd also have support down here at the descending trend line. I'm leaning more bullish. If we bring up the MACD and the RSI, the MACD has crossed through the zero line and is pushing further into positive territory. This is a bullish signal for price to continue moving higher in the market. But just like SPY, we are noticing this on the QQQs is actually a bigger divergence than on the SPY. But we do have the highs here from the highs on the RSI, and then we have a higher high here with price reaching the overbought territory, but we have a lower high forming right now. So for this signal to be some type of fake out signal, price does need to come up and take out the highs here, and then we can continue pushing higher. But it is something to be aware of at the current moment. This could push price lower back down towards support. Alrighty, dropping down into the 15-minute time frame. Price is above its 200 period moving average here on the charts. This is bullish for price to continue pushing higher. We are in positive gamma territory, so that does mean as we fall down towards this 200 period moving average, it is most likely for price to get bought up and push even higher in the markets. I'm ultimately looking for this 473.87 level to get taken out and us push price up to this next resistance level of 477.97. Alrighty guys, that's it for the triple Qs. Now let's go over the VIX. In the 15-minute time frame, price is below its 200 period moving average. This is bearish for price to continue pushing lower in the market. Today we did fall below our 1722 level, which does signal that price may fall towards the 1537 level in the coming days. Looks like there is a gap here on the 15-minute time frame that will need to be filled at some point. This gap doesn't start to fill until around 1575. So right now we're definitely in between two gap fill areas, one up here at 21.99 and this 1577 level. One of them will get filled before the other, of course, and then we'll see what price does in and around those levels. We go out onto the 4-hour time frame and pull up the MACD. It has fallen into negative territory and is continuing moving lower. As long as we continue further into negative territory, the VIX will continue falling. Sort of the opposite divergence of the SPY and the triple Qs. We pretty much have matching lows here, while price has a low and a higher low on the VIX. So this could act as some bullish divergence for the VIX to push higher tomorrow, but ultimately we'll have to see if this turns out to be anything. If the VIX does continue falling and say we come down here and fill this gap, well, then this bearish divergence or the bullish divergence on this RSI was nothing. There are some bigger gaps overhead that still need to be filled on the VIX that I'm waiting for, but we do need some extremely bearish news to come into the market to push price on the VIX up to these levels. Okay guys, well, that's all I have for you today in this video. Thanks for watching High Quality Trades, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.